Hey, I'm Jake, and today I'm showing you my sketchbook I just finished. Okay, before I get into the sketchbook today, I just want to tell you about a new project I'm starting called Art Drop Club. What is Art Drop Club? It's this thing that I started with Aaron Painter. He's been assisting me here at the studio for the last 6 months, and we came up with this idea as a way for us to work with artists that we're really interested in and that we're big fans of, and a way for us to make exclusive stuff that you would see them selling at a table at Comic-Con, but you can just have it delivered straight to your door in an art drop. Okay, you're gonna get a pack of goodies. It comes in a nice heavy envelope here, and it comes with a print, an exclusive print that you can't get anywhere outside of Art Drop Club. Exclusive stickers. So here's my hot dog bot skull chaser stickers. And these things are really awesome. They're like dishwasher safe. You could stick them on your car. The last the person that we're getting these stickers made, he has a sticker that's been on his motorcycle for 4 years, and it still looks great. So every month, a different artist, a different theme. The theme for this next month is Skull Chaser. We're working with some really cool artists, and if you want to join Art Drop Club, go to artdropclub.com, the link is below, and sign up. Also, one cool thing that we're doing with all the artists that we're working with, one of these art drops that gets mailed out is going to have an original piece of art in it. So every month, there'll just be one random club member that's selected, and they're going to get an original piece of art in their art drop. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, check it out, and let's get to the video. Alright, this sketchbook took me way longer to fill than normally a sketchbook takes me to film. I started this sketchbook in February, and I just finished it in December. And I think the reason for that, usually I do like 3 sketchbooks in a year, maybe 4. I think the reason for that is I did so many other things this year. I just didn't have time to sit around and sketch in my sketchbook. Most of my day-to-day stuff was spent working on actual projects and finishing them. So I finished Sky Heart, delivered that. I did a children's book. I did 2 Inktober projects. You can see this is like the mini version of my Inktober project. So I drew this. This took a month to do. But then I also did, I got sponsored by Adobe for Inktober, so I did a ton of Inktober drawings for Adobe as well. So yeah, a ton of stuff going on, which means not a lot of sketching in my sketchbook, but still, I was able to finish it. And I think this next year I'm going to set a goal to sketch in my sketchbook 30 minutes as I start the day. And I've been neglecting that. I've been just trying to get to work and get to productivity. And because of that, I've seen my actual drawing suffer a little bit. I've atrophied in my skills. And so I think the key is to try and have a goal to fill my sketchbooks. That'll get me drawing, and it'll get me exploring and thinking about art. So anyways, back in February I drew this little guy. He's one of my Robo-Ready guys, and I didn't know what to draw, and so this was just a good loose way to draw something. Alright, this drawing here, so this is like a spaceship design. And I like spaceships that are lopsided, kind of like the Millennium Falcon, where it's not even on both sides. And so this was just my attempt to explore another design where you've got a vertical wing going on here with a horizontal wing on that side. I'm not too happy with how this turned out here, but whatever, it's a sketchbook, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is one of those random, just trying to find ideas page. I think I had some commissions to do at Emerald City, and so these were some of my thumbnails for commissions there. And then just testing out marker colors. Again here, just random sketching to try to find something. I wanted to draw a guy riding a ship, but not everything works out, so I abandoned that before actually finishing it. Every time I go to Emerald City Comicon, I try to do something green to promote that I'm going to there. And so in times past it's been different characters in green outfits who live in Emerald City, and this one I thought I'd draw the Emerald City Air Guard, and this is one of their ships that they fly to protect the city. This is another Emerald City drawing, so this is one of the guards on the ground that protects the city as well, and she's trying to catch this little rascal who's trying to get away. This was done in marker and watercolor. The Avocado bot. So this drawing, I drew the robot one night, and I was just concerned about shapes. I just drew the line work. I did a ball head, I did big arms, and then when I came into the studio the next day, I wanted to color it, and I grabbed a set of markers that had like forest colors, and so there was browns and greens, and I just started coloring it and putting it together. I posted it on Instagram, and everyone's like, hey, it's an avocado bot. I didn't even think it was an avocado bot until they said that. It's one of those things where you're so wrapped up in your head of what you're doing that you don't even realize what other people are going to think when they see it. So I was more concerned with trying to make metal look shiny, and I wasn't even thinking that these colors were and the shape was the same as avocado. But that inspired me to do more food bots. So here's my sketches for Pizza Bot, and here's like the final drawing for Pizza Bot. I ended up taking this a lot further, and I did a hot dog bot, I did a taco bot, I did a hamburger bot, and these are actually stickers that I'm making for Art Drop Club, and they're going to be like exclusive to Art Drop Club. So if you want to get these stickers, you have to join, and then one of these will be sent to you in the next like 3 months. But these are all started, again, this is like the value of a sketchbook, because I did this avocado thing. I never would have thought to do food bots, like turn food into robots. Who even thinks of that? And it just inspired me to keep going with it. I want to do a better pizza bot than this sometime, but you know, I ended up taking these all the way to making an actual product that I can sell. So that's why I want to do more sketchbook stuff this next year, because you never know like what are the side effects that are going to happen from that. Yeah. So as I was putting together Skyheart and wrapping it up and making the book, I realized I needed one more page to throw into the book, and so these are my thumbnails for this extra page that I put at the beginning. Here's some designs for Inktober, the 31-day drawing challenge, and I wanted to make a pin or a logo or something to go with Inktober. So these are some of my designs for that there. This is Inky. He's the little ink drop that I was thinking maybe Inktober needed a mascot or something. So the idea is that he drops out of a dropper and then sprouts legs, and when he wants to draw something, he just rolls around on the paper and it creates a line behind him. I don't know if anything will happen from this, but it was fun to do. It's a start. Then I thought, what if there was octopus? Octopuses have ink in them, or is it squid that I think octopuses have ink too, right? I thought, what about an Inktopus? My kids thought that was the lamest pun, but I don't know. I think there's something here with this guy, just a black inky octopus that can draw and stuff. This was a page where I just started kind of freehand drawing different shapes. I think it was inspired by Kim Jong-gi, the way he can just like freeform draw stuff, and so I was sort of trying that out. I wanted to do the whole page, but I got bored with it, and I kind of like how it looked just down in this corner here, so I left it and moved on. Mermaid. So you can see how slow I'm going through the sketchbook. Mermaid is in May. I started it in February, and we're only, maybe a quarter of the way through the sketchbook. But I wanted to do at least one mermaid or one drawing for the challenge. And so here's my mermaids, and I drew them with like a really fine pen, and then watercolored them. Missile Mouse and Skull Chaser. I want to do a team-up comic with these guys, and so I just thought, let's start by drawing them together and see if they even look like they exist, if they could exist in the same universe. And this was after I saw Solo, Star Wars movie, and I was inspired by his car that he steals at the beginning there, and thought, what if these guys, what would my version of that car look like, and threw these guys in there. This is the Draw My Character in Your Style challenge on Instagram, and Loish posted a character for people to draw, and so this was my version. I did a robot version of her. And then on vacation in July, I started reading Dune, and so these are my character designs for some of the characters from Dune. This is an idea for a character I have for a story I want to do. sketching out ideas for the Baron Harkonnen. There's the more final piece, and then here's just some sketches for their ships in Dune that have the flying wings. Here's a couple more Dune characters, and here's some more ship designs. And then here's my final for the ship. I really, in all the versions of Dune, the book specifically says that the wings flap and they're just like bird wings. And of all the versions of Dune, I haven't seen someone do anything remotely like bird wings, really. And so this is my version of that. Some stabilizers down here, some engines, and then the wings to kind of make it super maneuverable. I really like how this one turned out. This is just me practicing drawing eyes all up and down in here. Some more Dune characters, still suit, and these were the Emperor's bad guys, I forget, Shadakar or something like that. This is me just doing Wake, just randomly sketching. This is an idea for another Missile Mouse book that I want to do. More Inktober graphic design stuff, maybe stickers or something. More Inktober graphic design stuff. This was another graphic design thing I thought for Inktober. There's there's this ongoing like online battle between people who are ink enthusiasts and people who are digital enthusiasts, and some people are just like, who cares, just draw, and other people are like, no, it has to be done a certain way and back off, you got to do it this way. And I thought, what if we came together and had our own, this symbol where half of it's ink, half of it's digital, but we're all one people. I don't know. And then here's some more ideas for stories I want to do. Time travel. I thought it'd be cool. This is inspired by Chris Ware, actually. I was looking through one of his books and how he does a lot of like writing with his drawings, and so I thought, let's draw our time travel character, but then let's do a bunch of like story stuff to go with it. So the World Chronologic Defense Administration, and this is stuff that has to do with it. So I want to do more Missile Mouse comics, and I was thinking Missile Mouse needs a ship. So here's some ideas for ship designs. I just like the idea that these engines could be switched out as needed. You could start with smaller engines and they get bigger and bigger. Maybe they get too big. I don't know. Okay, I drew this at Adobe Max with Kyle Webster for a live stream, and the prompt was light, and so I wanted to do like a machine that could project a ton of light, like a spotlight machine. Excuse me. Some more sketching, Missile Mouse ship stuff. This was me trying to, again, be like Kim Jong-gi and try to sketch a motorcycle from memory. That guy's amazing, and I really want to get better at drawing and sketching from memory, and so I'm going to practice some more of that this year. Here's a Space Witch. Here's a Frankenstein that I was testing some new pens with, and tried to do a little bit more hatchy style with him. More spaceship explorations for Missile Mouse. Even more spaceship explorations for Missile Mouse. I think this is the last one. This is I showed this to my kids, and they're like, it's a cool ship, but it doesn't feel like Missile Mouse's ship. It feels more like a cargo ship, and I think that's a good point. Mickey Mouse celebrated his 90th birthday this year, I think, something like that, and so this is my version of Mickey, and then I had to do Donald too. And then I was uninspired, but still felt like I needed to draw in my comic, or in my sketchbook, so I drew a really bad version of a T-Rex Donald. I think it's a good idea. I think this is poorly executed, so I'm going to come back to this and try to do a better one. This was on Thanksgiving Day, and this is the Turkey Trotter 2000. This is what the turkeys use to get away so they can save themselves from being eaten. Dumb, I know, but whatever. Missile Mouse idea where he's fighting a giant kaiju. I thought this design was a little too predictable. It's like a Rancor from Return of the Jedi meets Predator and it has extra arms. I just, maybe an Ankylosaurus back. I just felt like I could do better, so I sat down and tried to come up with something really creative that I hadn't seen before. So the idea was to have this guy where his eyeballs are inside his mouth. So if he shuts his mouth, he also closes his eyes, and I think this is a little bit better idea. He's a little plain over here, so maybe a third pass I'll go in and add more texture, or maybe more eyeballs around him. I don't know, I just thought he was creepy, but I really like this design. And here's some more character designs for the Missile Mouse universe. There's Missile Mouse himself. There's Gurn from the first Missile Mouse book. Went and saw Spider-Verse, and this was me just drawing Gwen one morning as I was trying to warm up. Not too happy with this drawing, so I didn't really share it online. The eyes are too close together. This leg is just bent, weird. I don't know. She's a hard character to draw, and just Spider-Man in general is a hard character to draw. You really have to know what you're doing in order to draw Spider-Man. This is every year I do a Christmas post to celebrate Christmas, and I try to do some sort of Santa or Christmas related thing that sheds it in a different light. And so the idea here is that the North Pole is taken over by a dark elf, and Santa had to defend the North Pole and fight back. And he has this mech army, and he himself has a mech suit with a ice crystal sword. And this is a special ice crystal snowflake that symbolizes hope and that maybe Christmas will return. That might be a cool idea for a graphic novel, actually. I don't know, too many ideas, so little time. And this is me just studying head and skull and muscle shapes, trying to get better at my fundamentals and learning my human anatomy better. So this is me just studying from books how to do that. And then the last several pages are from a conference that I went to. It was a conference called Craft and Commerce, and it was in Idaho. And these were just notes from all the speakers in the conference, and it's all about the conference itself is about creative professionals who run their own businesses who want to improve and get better at running their business. And that is me. I'm a creative professional, and I run MrJakeParker.com. I run SVSLearn.com with Will and Lee. I just started Art Drop Club with Aaron, and I do Inktober, and I'm trying to run that better and have it be a better challenge and a better community for people. And then what else do I do? I have an online shop. I do children's books. So I'm doing all this stuff, and it was really helpful to go to that conference and meet other people who are doing similar things and to learn how to get better. There's my sketchbook for 2018, and here's my new sketchbook for 2019. What I like to do with the sketchbook is make it my own, and I usually put a sticker right on the front. So I'm going to celebrate the launching of Art Drop Club and put the Art Drop sticker on here. Alright, hope you guys have a good 2019. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching it. Thanks for all your support this year, and I'll see you next year, hopefully with some more videos. Bye.